Hi, and happy Halloween. Want to decorate these cupcakes with me? Let's go. So I have a dozen chocolate, dozen vanilla, and I'm going to be using these Walmart food colorings. They're gel food coloring, and they claim to be the neon color pack. So I'm expecting really, really bright colors. And I'm going to let you know ahead of time right now. Yeah, I had to use a lot of this food coloring. So I thought it was such a good price because it was something like $4 or $5 for a pack of 4 colors, and I had to almost go through the entire tube. And as you can see, I'm not mixing a lot of frosting here. I'm only frosting 2 dozen cupcakes, which is not a ton of frosting. And I had to go back, and I was counting by tens. So this is about 40 drops now in this little bowl just to make a neon green, what I consider to be a neon green. And I know that when it comes to gel food coloring, you got to let it sit for about 10 minutes before you get to see the real color that it's going to turn into, because that's just how food coloring works. And I get that, but I'm telling you right now, these great value food colorings, they're not worth your money. I go through Amazon and I buy Americolor's gel food coloring, and a little bit goes a long way, and it's really, really amazing. There's also some other amazing food colorings out there. I know Roxy, I think it's called Roxy Rich. They make some really nice powder food colorings as well, but I haven't tried them yet. So all I've ever worked with is Americolor, and they're amazing. So I will continue to use them because this really took a bunch of food coloring to get to the color I wanted, the vibrant neon colors that I was promised, you know what I mean? So I'm just doing rosettes on these cupcakes, and I'm going to be doing 4 different colors for 2 dozen cupcakes. And as you can see, I am scooping back in everything that I don't use, because waste not, want not, butter's not cheap, and buttercream frosting in itself just isn't. I have to buy things in bulk so that I can do all this work, and I definitely don't like to waste. So as you can see, I am now working on this neon purple, and I'm using almost the entire tube to get to the color that I want. And the very end, I'm going to show you how I do black food coloring, or not black food coloring, black buttercream frosting. What I usually do is I just take whatever frosting I have left over, mix it all together, because obviously the color black is not the absence of color. In fact, it's all the colors put together. So that's kind of what I do with black food coloring. So here I am, and as you can see, that neon purple isn't exactly as neon as I was expecting, but hopefully as time progresses and the frosting sits, it will get a little bit brighter. So here I am just taking all the food colorings that I just made, mixing them all together. They make a terrible color. Here's Americolor. I'm just using a little bit of black. You saw I did a couple drops, and look at this thing turn black right away. I'm telling you, and black is the hardest color to get going, and I made it happen with just a few drops of that Americolor food coloring. This isn't sponsored, but I mean, Americolor, if you want to sponsor me, just let me know. I'm available. So now I have some really fun Halloween themed sprinkles, and I'm just going to sprinkle on top of these cupcakes, and this is how they turned out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a fabulous day. Bye bye, and happy Halloween.